Look at this chart here. It says Moorish Holy Temple of Science of the World. Different from Moorish Holy Temple of Science of America. By the way, no focus. Of the world. When I came from 957 East 75th Street, which was not authorized, but I cut my teeth there, as Mr. Austin Day said, I learned a lot. They talked about this chart. And there's a new one. They said, oh, Baba Bay had that chart, he cut it up into small pieces. I said, oh no, it's all lost. I had found out about something on that. I didn't know. So when I got in, I became ultimately the keeper of the archives for this prophet. Okay? Of the world. And all of the signs are the same. The reason why we wear the red fez and not the black fez is because it is one of the 10 wonders of the world. Figure number one. This is what the prophet was. We don't have evidence that we all should wear black fez, but we do have evidence that a certain group of Moors wore black fez that the prophet himself put on their head. He didn't put it on our head, and we don't know why. Sister Baby Hill, who was a little girl when the prophet was here, not to really sidetrack on that, we asked her because she was there. She said there were several of them he put a black fez on their head, and they don't know why. He never told them. Well, this afternoon, you're going to find out some things that the prophet never told anyone, but it is true and it is earth-shaking. Not today. We're going to find out something else. Something else. We're going to find that out. And you will be amazed like I was. Anyway, that month of August, Millie Hill knew that he had to do what the prophet told him to do. Because before the prophet passed, some of you have read, Millie Hill, he called Millie Hill to his chamber, right? Yes, well. And he spoke to Millie Hill through what? You already got one. Do it up there. You said? Real quick, what does Mighty God here mean? Right into that right now. Okay for that. Because I want to keep the flow going. Some of these people don't know as much as you know, though. Just get an opportunity to learn. That month of August, one of the things the prophet told him to do, it's in our time, is to change the convention from October to September. Millie Hill writes back and says he's going to do it. He writes another person. He said the only problem he had was that we should make a law. If he hadn't made a law, you would see someone trying to hold a convention in October. This is correspondence from our time. He also told him to go around and correct those charges. Because remember, in 1928, the prophet changed the organization from a civic organization to a what? Religion. The name changed. There was none. What used to be the Moorish Holy Temple of Science now became what? Great. So what he did, if you look at this chart, you can come close if you like to. There's a piece of paper that's going across here, a strip, with Moorish Science Temple of America on it. And everywhere in the body, in the guts here, you see little strips of paper typed with Moorish Science Temple of America. And at the bottom, you see the signature of Millie Hill. And you see the year, 1929, which is the second annual convention. So Millie Hill wanted to make sure in September he did exactly what the prophet told him to do, to correct those charts. Obedience, and not doing what the prophet told him to do. And there's records in the second annual convention, the minutes rather, that stated they came to the convention belligerent and not allowing Millie Hill to correct the chart. They had signed by the prophet. All all those charges are defunct. Because this is not our corporate name. Islam? Our corporate name is what? Who said D? Who said it first? That's the two. I'm getting low in my boots, folks. Moorish Temple of America is our corporate name. Now, the prophet told Bill Hill, you're going to have to go around to the temple and do what I ain't doing. Sign the charter. Why would he sign the charter? Because he was the first Supreme Grand Chief Chairman. That's his job. And indicated in Act 1 of the additional marks, you can be removed from office or put under heavy restriction by who? The Grand Chief. The prophet was the Grand Chief. The confidence that the prophet put in that office was also because he knew he had to have someone to feed his flock. And he told them that. Feed my land. Did he not say that? Feed my flock. So, if there is a charter out there that someone claims that they are the Moorish Temple of America, subordinate temple, and it's not signed by a Supreme Grand Chief and Chairman, in this case, the only one that I know of is this one signed by nearly it, but of course, when he went around, he signed the rest of them. We don't know. Our goal is to bring all of the original temples back in. So far, we only... Now, the prophet is standing in front of something. What is he standing there? You'll take all the words. Don't repeat. Let me say that now. Don't repeat. Okay. Now, you can see at the top of this chart, it's different, the color is different. That's because it's been sprayed from time. So what we did was, we went to this spraying house called Great Framer, and they mounted these charters, and they sprayed some kind of fluid over there, and put it in an airtight case to preserve it as long as it could be. Now, was that your phone doing that last night? Huh? Oh, that time is good. That is good. This time and place, I guess it's time. I'm looking for a phone call. Oh. Oh. You want a CD? I'm practicing. You good. You don't get no CD. Some of you are going to handle the authentic records. If you want to handle it for your own sake, you have to wear these gloves. Because this is not a copy of the original. And we were informed that if you touch it with the soot glands in your hand, it deteriorates even more. Okay? Now, if you want to see it, you got to come up here and see it. I'm not going to pass it on the road. And the title is from the newspaper, like somebody said earlier, which says Professor Drew, the Egyptian Adept student. There we go. This one. This is our prophet, and he was in where their brother is from. Nope. That's what we tell you now. This is a copy so you can hold it. We'll talk about that a little bit. I used to hear more say than he did that. I don't know about that. Here's something number one. We really don't discuss those things. We can't stand them. Because there's so much hearsay out there. I mean, it's like so much hearsay. You got to cut through stuff to get to where you want to go. So, let me read the article. 181 North Warren Street. We have another photo of the building there. Two-story wood building, which we believe is where he had his first meeting. Now, Let me read this article for those of you who never heard what it said. I am a Muslim, is under his name. Professor Drew is a man who was born with divine power. He was taught by the adepts of Egypt. I have the secret of destroying the germs of tuberculosis and cancer of the lungs in 10 to 30 days. Your lungs can, and a very strict examination that the germs are entirely destroyed. Also, trouble female diseases and serious infections of the body. Call me at once. Men and children be relieved of your suffering. If you have heard about my treatment, you can be healed before $1 paid with security. He said you have to pay first. Through these divine treatments, there has been great success of contagious and long-standing diseases, which have been cured in 2 to 3 days. Also, give divine instructions on the interpretation of the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation. Also has 18 years of Christ's life that is not in the Holy Bible. Those who desire to know more about Jesus the Christ blank. There's no date. You see a date on there? I could have seen the date. Okay. Any questions before we go to school first? We're getting ready to go deep. Many of you may have seen the first question here. What you've seen is the copy. The copy came from this original. Some stuff out of our archives, the Prophet's archives, was cunningly, illegally taken and used for certain people's own benefit. Now you can see how the criminal mind is. If I was going to be a real criminal, I wouldn't take it to make a copy. I'd do what? It was substantiated more. This is the first question here. You can see the cover's different. And when you open up, now if you're going to handle this, you must wear gloves. This is the original copy. Inside, you see a bust of the Prophet over around later. It's the bust. And at the bottom of the bust it says, and I'll read it, you see his signature too, he signed it. And in the signature, contrary to what Moorish or superior after Drew, you know what I'm talking about. It says, Noble Drew Ali is the founder of the uniting of the Asiatic nations of the states of North America. Any documents you want to see, you have to come up here and look at it. You have to wear these gloves first. We got a whole box of gloves. Go ahead, brother. Awesome. Some questions and answers in this question is different from the one we have.